Welcome to Blush Podcast, where desire meets dialogue and we say out loud what others only dare to whisper. Tonight we're exploring the soft ache of longing, the tension between pages, and the power of a well-placed sigh. Joining us is an author who knows exactly how to build heat, hold it, and make you beg for just one more chapter. Author Coral Moore, whose words linger like a kiss and cut like a secret, is here to talk love, lust, and the art of writing what makes us blush.
Okay. Branden, better known as Bubbles. You're my favorite good girl.
Oh, you just keep doing that. And then Kelly, who is my favorite phone sex operator. You could be a sex phone operator, which is a totally different occupation
That is
than a phone sex operator. I would take either.
Oh, all right. I'll be happy to appease you on all fronts. Yay. Hello, everybody. We're already a mess. Surprise.
Always.
We have Coral Moore here today, and we're super excited to chat with her.
She's amazing, and we adore the shit out of her already.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's bring it on. Hello, everybody. We're here with Coral Alejandra Moore, and she writes character-driven stories of connection and triumph. All of her books are kissing books, and currently she lives in Washington with the love of her life and a dangerously smart Catahoula leopard dog, which I love those dogs. And she rides motorcycles, raises chickens, one who's a teenage rooster right now, and drinks all the coffee. Yes. And you can find her online at coralmore.com, and we'll put a link in the show notes also. And we're going to talk to her about this book, Hers to Rule, woo, and a bunch of other things. So, hooray, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, so we're going to do our beverages first. Branden, what do you have?
Okay, so I have something totally outside of my comfort zone. It is a Moscato Peach Bubbly. I got it because of what we had when we were at Well Hung Vineyards.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I want something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sweet Bitch, and it just felt fitting. So it just felt right.
Yeah.
So it smells super peachy. Don't make me spit it out.
So, that's what she said.
I know, right? I'm a swallower, not a spitter, Kelly.
Yeah.
Shut up. It is incredibly, it's like, it's really peachy, but it's really good, and I like the little bubble stuff to it. Definitely a swallow / I almost said chuggle. Guzzle? Chuggle. It's a chuggle. Called a chuggle. It's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Does your bottle have any, like...
No. It says Moscato Peach Bubbly, produced and bottled by VNP SPA in Italy. And then it says a whole bunch of stuff in Italian. Imported by Joseph Vicori Wines Incorporated.
I bet it tells you all kinds of fancy stuff in the Italian.
Probably.
Yeah.
Product of Italy.
Yeah.
But it
that's
says
fancy
on the front, Sweet Bitch. So why would you say that in English and not the rest of it?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Okay, so I also have a sparkling wine, which I usually don't have. This is Liberty Sparkling Cherry Wine, and it's from Cherry Republic, which is up in Traverse City, and I was there on vacation earlier this summer, so I got a whole bunch of stuff. This is my last bottle of the varieties of bottles I bought from there. All this says is Michigan, Montmorency, and Balaton tart cherries blend together to create this festive champagne-style sparkling wine. Cheers to cherries!
Love it.
Yep. So
I've never had a cherry wine, I don't think.
So Traverse City is like one of the largest producers of cherries. So everything they have there is cherry, and they have a ton of wine. And then there's cherry everything there. Cherry salsa, cherry pizza sauce, cherry chili. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, and I have these really cool wine glasses that I keep forgetting to use. This one says arsenic on it.
Cute.
You can't really see it because it's like
it's etched. You can see it a little bit.
And then I have other ones that say toxic, but they look the same. They're really cool. So okay, so I'm gonna do it smells like cherries. Shocking.
Amazing.
Maybe a little bit of vanilla too.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
She's a slurper.
It is. I'm doing the kiss test is
I
what
know you are.
I was told to from Warner and at Vin 312. Okay. It is. It's like cherry vanilla, like
Hmm.
cherry pie, but a little bit sweeter. But it's got that tart like cherry pie at the end. Like it's real smooth and sweet at the beginning, but not too sweet, and then tart on the end. It's delightful. Coral, what do you have?
Okay, what I have is something I just kind of ran into my pantry and made in a second, which is like a rum punch, but with guava juice instead of like whatever they normally use in rum punch. It's probably like a peach thing.
Uh-huh.
But I've never made this before, so I was wondering if it's going to be any good. It smells good. It smells very guava-y and very rummy. Oh, it's a Puerto Rican rum that I'm using. I can't remember the name of it,
Oh.
but it is a really good dark rum. And I guess we'll try it.
Yeah.
Guava anything is always good.
Mhm.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love guava's, I think, one of my favorite fruits just for
Mhm.
like flavoring things.
Yeah, it's really good. That and like mango. I always like the mango.
Yeah, I like mango a lot too.
So good. It's a winner.
Yeah,
Is it
very
a
tasty.
spit or a swallow or a guzzle?
It might be a guzzle, actually.
Yes.
I forgot.
see.
Yeah, I forgot to do that for mine. Mine is, I don't know, because of that tartness, it's hard to drink fast.
I can still
So,
swallow it.
so I'll definitely swallow it. Maybe not guzzle though, but I always swallow.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I do. Okay. So let's jump into our questions. Are you ready?
I am. Hit me.
Okay. Okay. Hit me with
Baby,
your
one more
best
time.
shot. Oh. Okay. So what can you tell us about Hers to Rule? And then and that's the beginning of a duology, or is it a series?
It's a 3-book series.
Okay.
It's complete now. I just published the last one in May. So what I like to say is those 3 books are one character arc. So that's Mary's character arc. There's going to be more books in the series, but they're going to be about like the side characters that you
Oh,
met
okay.
in those
Yeah,
3
yeah.
books. Her arc is complete and it ends with a happily ever after, and it's beautiful and nice and sunshiny.
That's great. Yeah, because the ending was not.
No, the ending of that book is not. I have heard from a few readers that they were a little bit angry about the way that one ended. The second one ends even on a worse cliffhanger, but it's okay because the third one's already out.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
we're good.
So, can you give a general overview or a synopsis of maybe the first book and then the 3 books as a whole?
Sure. So, like, the overarching plot of the 3 books deals with Maddie and her discovering her power mostly, and about taking over her father's kind of underworld empire in Las Vegas. And he was kind of they call him the Demon King of Las Vegas, but he was in charge of all the paranormals and he kept everybody in line in Las Vegas. On the first page of the book, the first book, so it's not that big a spoiler, you find out that he's dead and that Maddie's longtime crush, Cisco, is the one who killed him. And those 3 books are all about the fallout from that and them trying to figure out how they're going to do this thing that they have no idea how to do.
At some point, just so I don't forget, we need to talk about the tail play scenes. I'm just going to say that and throw that out there right now.
I was also
Sure.
thinking that there are so many spicy scenes in this book and they're
Yeah.
awesome and very creative. How do you come up with your ideas for all the scenes? And then also let's talk about the tales.
And do you ever have to use like Barbies or something to position to make sure there's the
It's physically
correct
possible.
amount of appendages and receptacles in the right area?
Yeah.
I have never used Barbies personally for this. I do know there are authors who do, or who have those little artist mannequins
Yep.
that they use. I don't use them. I don't know why. I just never picked up the habit of doing it, I guess. I have an editor who is very good at that. You know, if I have too many hands or too many tails or too many whatevers in a scene, she's like, are you sure this is what you meant? And maybe we need one less tail here or whatever. So I depend on her to see if I'm out of line. I'm usually pretty good about it. I guess I have good internal blocking. I was going to say I can picture the things, but I don't picture things. So that's not true at all. I guess I
Oh.
just understand the physics of
Yeah.
it.
Do you have that? Oh, shoot. I don't remember what it's called now.
Aphantasia, yes.
Yes. That's so interesting. We talked to another author who has that. And
A lot of us do, and I was shocked how many.
yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, so I'm one of the ones that doesn't see anything in my head at all. Like, it's just a black screen in there. But I do have this thing where I understand the shapes of things really well. So when I picture something in my head. Like if I picture an apple, I picture the shape of an apple and what it feels like and that. So I guess that helps my understanding of things like blocking because I understand the positions of things, I guess.
Yeah.
So as far as where I get the ideas for scenes, I kind of let my characters tell me a little bit, I guess. I like to think that all of my scenes have more going on than just the sex usually. So there's usually a character thing going on.
Mhm.
So like someone is understanding something about themselves for the first time or something about their partner for the first time. And usually that's what I let guide what the sex scene is going to be like. So if they're discovering for the first time that they're vulnerable or something in a way that they didn't understand, then it might be a much more, I guess, caring scene
Mhm.
as opposed to a little more rough.
Yeah.
And so that's usually what I use to guide me. And sometimes some of them are really difficult because when you start them, you're just like, okay, I need a sexy scene here, but like, what am I doing? And you don't necessarily know when you're going into it. So sometimes they fight you a little bit on it. And usually what I find is if I hit a spot like that, I just skip over it and I write past it. And then I'm like, oh no, now I understand what I need to go back and have her
Mhm.
realize or
Yeah.
whatever. So that for me is one of the cheats that I use a lot. And as far as the tail stuff, you're welcome. I don't know. There originally wasn't any of it in that story. And then when I was getting some character art done, I was like, he has a tail. I was like, why am I not using this tail? And then I went back and I was like, I need to add this to not every scene, but some of
Mhm.
them. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun addition that not a lot of, I mean, a lot of monster stories have it, obviously,
Mhm.
but not a lot of other types of romance stories have it. So
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
it was something fun to work with.
So Cisco's a gargoyle. And did you just think like, I want him to be like this, and then also he's a gargoyle, or did you use gargoyle lore at all?
He was a gargoyle from the first, like he was always a gargoyle. I don't actually remember if Rio was always a puma, or if he might have been a different kind of shifter. He might have been. I'm not sure about that one, but the first scene that I ever wrote was the first scene of that book where Cisco's coming in. He said, "I killed your father, and now you should run." So I always knew that the two of them were who they were, like they were from the very first page. Rio came along later because I figured out that Cisco had or to have a reason to kill Basilio.
Mhm.
And then that kind of all developed out of that. But yeah, he was a gargoyle from the first moment. I don't even know when it occurred to me that he was a gargoyle. He might have been a gargoyle before she was even a sex witch. I'm old and I watched gargoyles when I was a kid.
I was gonna ask if you did. I loved that cartoon, and those gargoyles were
Yeah.
so hot.
Yeah,
So
they
hot.
really were. I think an entire generation of women were formed on
Yeah.
their attachment to various gargoyles in
Mhm.
that series. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like we need to do one of those memes that's like, which one is your monster boyfriend? And like,
Yeah.
break
And
down your
it's just
personality
all the
based on that.
gargoyles. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like Thundercats, like Lionel was really hot.
Also, yes.
And what was
Yeah.
the cheetah woman? What was her name?
Chitara.
Chitara. Yeah, she was super hot too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had a lot of formative monster things going on in my backstory, I guess, that I didn't even realize until I started reading monster romance later on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, of course. This is why I'm the way I am.
Makes so much
yeah.
sense now.
Yeah, it's all clear.
Yeah.
Well, I think that goes to say too, when you look back at like, why do I like the touch her and die thing? Look at Beauty and the Beast. Like, I remember as a kid being like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
Makes a whole hell of a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with me?
Mhm. And he gives her a library, so I mean, on.
Honestly.
and
Yeah.
he also, when he turns into Adam, nah.
Right. Thank you. Nobody
Let
agrees with
down.
me on that. Yeah. No, I'm just like, okay, now I'm kind of
You
disappointed.
need to hang out in the
No.
monster community more. We've already, gone that way. We're like, oh,
exactly.
of course.
Of course. We're preferring like beast mode as opposed to human mode. Yeah. You sort of touched on it, but how do you come up with your characters? Do they just like transport into your brain basically?
Yeah, they usually just appear one day. I don't actually like a lot of authors have a thing that they do where they spend time making up the characters like in advance, like they write a character profile or they write like some kind of something. Mine usually just show up and they are who they are, and then the story takes place around them. And I don't know exactly when I developed that, but I think it's because I am such a character-driven writer, because the stories are all about the characters. Like, all of the plot is driven by the characters. So if I don't have a character, I don't have anything. And when I'm writing, a lot of the first part of what I'm writing is usually like an exploration of me figuring out what the hell's going on with the character. Usually I have to spend some time figuring out, well, what's their trauma in their backstory that they're trying to deal with? What is the thing that motivates them throughout this plot arc? Because it's really important to figure out what that is, because in a given situation, two different people are going to deal with something in radically different ways depending on what their motivation is to get through that. And the characters always happen first for me, and usually I spend, I don't know, a couple weeks just thinking about the characters and being like, it would be cool if I wrote a character who was a sex witch, and that would be a fun exploration. Or if I had a character who was, the one I'm writing now is about a Medusa. So I'm like, if I had a main character who was a Medusa, what would her life be like?
Yeah, I was going to say that your character development is fantastic. So that makes a lot of sense that you form your stories around that. And before I forget, I want to bring everybody's attention to, I don't know if everyone gets this if they get your physical copy of your book, but
not everyone, but yeah.
Woo!
You can order it on my website.
Yeah. That was a fun, I didn't realize it was in there, and I just turned the page and I was like,
yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you, by the way,
Yes,
for sending
thank you
us
so much.
a physical copy of the book. I love it. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
If you had to pick one of your characters to fuck, marry, and kill, who would they be?
Oh, does it have to be from this book?
No.
No, it could be from
Okay.
no. Yeah.
Whew. Oh boy.
Although
That
I'm
is so
curious
hard.
Yeah.
about that though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I have a werewolf series, and I'm very attached to the main male character of that series. I always have been. His name is Brand. And so he is probably who I would marry, just because he's been in my life forever. He was like the first character, I think, that I actually fell in love with. And now I fall in love with all of them, but I think his trauma was very special. And I rate all my characters based on how much trauma they have. And so he and I relate very well to each other. So it would probably be marry him. I think fuck would be Cisco, because
Yeah.
gargoyle daddy.
Yeah.
Kill. I have to kill somebody. Oh boy. I mean, I have killed characters before. It's not unusual for me. Does it have to be a hero, or can it be a bad? I guess a bad
Anybody.
guy's
Be
shitty.
anybody.
I mean, I already killed Basilio, so
Yeah.
I guess we can just
I
have
know,
him.
he just starts out right away, doesn't it?
Right, he's dead.
But he's
I have
a
written a few
dirtbag, though.
stories from before when he was still alive that I haven't published yet, but yeah, those are
Oh,
probably coming
interesting.
eventually. Yeah, I mean, because I am me, I always want to. In that book and in that series of books, he's very much like, he's the evil overlord that we had to dispatch in order to get our life the way we wanted to. But I like to always have my evil be relatable. So he has trauma in his backstory too. He's the way he is for reasons that nobody understands. So that might be an exploration that I do later. But yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that too, that you can have somebody who's super awful, but then figure out why
that
they are.
redemption in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah, that's important to me. Because I think I always need to understand why they're that way.
Yeah.
Because so few people are just inherently evil, I think. And I think this is part of the reason why I'm a writer, but I like to think about why people are like that. Why is this person damaged in this way? Why do they think the only way they could have a relationship is, by coercion or whatever? And that to me is the interesting part of characters like that.
Yeah.
Why do you think we gravitate towards damaged or people that have been through such
I think it is because we all know that people are complicated, right? No one is just one thing, and no one is a way just for one reason, right? Everyone who has trauma like that is that way because of all the things that happen to them. And at least, again, I think this is why I'm a writer, because I like to try to piece that together, right? I like to be like, ooh, this person is, cold because of this, and this person is possessive because of this, and just, I like to, I guess, build the psyches of my characters from every single one of my characters has a traumatic backstory. Not
Mhm.
one of them doesn't. And I like that, obviously. And I think it's because it's my own attempt to unpack my own trauma, right? Like
Mhm.
all of my characters have a little piece of me in them. Like most of them aren't very much me, but there's always a little tiny bit where I'm working through some shit in my past through this one character. And I talk to my therapist about this all the time, where I'm like, today I explored, this thing
Yeah.
from my childhood that
Yeah.
traumatized me
Mhm.
because this character does this. So yeah, basically every time you see one of my characters figure something out in their brain, it's because I had that realization. So
That's
I
awesome,
love that,
though.
though.
And that's probably a really good way to work through and process that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
mhm.
Like, because they
I think
say,
so.
yeah, they say
Yeah.
just like journaling in general is good. So if you can actually make it into an actual story and where the characters can react in certain ways or
Make
realize
different
things.
decisions than maybe
Yeah.
you did at some point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny because one of the first things my therapist said was that I should journal, and I was like, journaling doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I'm a writer,
Yeah.
because I have to process through fiction. I can't process through a journal. So there you go.
No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I'm
Mhm.
similar, like journaling. I mean, I can sit there and vent, but then I'm gonna vent for like 50 pages and be like, "This son of a bitch,"
Mm-hmm.
and just go on about it, and
Yep.
doesn't
It's
get me
going to be
anywhere.
like word vomit everywhere.
And then I draw
Yeah.
like little knives and shit, and I'm like,
Yeah. That's how I am too. And then I get distracted because I'm like, well, this is fun. And then I start drawing or coloring or something.
yeah.
So, what advice would you give to somebody who's thinking of writing their first book?
Don't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love writing. I love being a writer. It is a lot more work than I think a lot of people appreciate. So I guess that would be my advice. Don't get too frustrated about the amount of work that it is and about how hard it seems, because sometimes it is very, very hard. And I think as a society, we like to minimize how difficult it is to create art. Like we don't put a lot of value on art of all kinds. So I think the piece of advice is, try not to be frustrated and sad about how difficult it is sometimes, because it is difficult and we don't like to admit that. And just like as a more mechanical piece of advice, um, let yourself have fun writing. Because I used to very much think of it as a job and as a profound responsibility and as all of these things. And for a long time, I blocked myself writing because I was
Mm.
so concerned about being a serious writer.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And these books actually, I think they saved me and saved me as a writer, because they were so fun to write. And I just let myself have fun writing them. When I was writing them, I was like, I'm never going to show this to anyone. I'm just going to write this for fun. It was kind of like my version of fan fiction for the
Mhm.
monster community, because I was like, I love monster books and I'm just going to let myself enjoy this. And as I was writing them, I realized that writing doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be a thing that you feel like you're suffering for. There's the suffering artist
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
cliche, but you don't have to suffer for it. It can also be fun. And I think, well, at least the response that I've had about those books, readers can tell when it's fun and
Mm-hmm.
when you
Mhm.
had fun. And that experience transcends to them. Like sometimes you do want a serious book that's about serious things, but sometimes you just want to read something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's it.
I think you can tell if a writer is not feeling what they're writing or not having fun with it or whatever. It definitely comes across. So,
Yeah.
yeah, kudos to you. So, do you only write monster books? I think, right? Is that right?
I have written a lot of things over I've been writing for quite a while. I started out writing more urban fantasy-ish, like on that side of paranormal romance. So my werewolf books are kind of like the grittier,
Mm-hmm.
early 2000s paranormal romance thing a little more. I do almost exclusively write fantasy, and fantasy with romantic plot arcs. Not all of them are romances,
Mhm.
but all of them have significant romantic plot lines. I have 2 complete series right now. One is the monster series, and the other one is the werewolf books. I describe those as paranormal romance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, my monster stuff is also paranormal romance.
Right,
But
right.
monster is kind of an offshoot of paranormal romance. Well, I guess some monster romances.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some is more like romantasy
Mm-hmm.
monster, and I haven't yet written one of those, but I have one in the works in my brain.
Ooh.
Can I just real quick? I haven't seen Coral drink a whole lot. I need her to like
I know.
chug a
We've-
little
some
I
more
was
of
just
that.
thinking
I mean,
it.
you can
We've
tell
been
I'm
like,
drinking. Look at how red I
a
am.
little, but we need to take like
I
a really
mean-
big sip.
Good job. I'm almost halfway done with my bottle.
I love to be the bad influence, so
Yeah. Brandon's peer pressure.
I am, and most people just go with it. And I'm like, wow, that was way
Yeah.
easier than I thought,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
You're
great.
the little devil on the shoulder.
Yeah,
I
she is.
am. I really am.
She is.
Like I don't look like it, which I
Yeah.
think is why I get away with it.
I think, and like people look at me and they're like, oh yeah, you're going to be naughty. You're going to be trouble, bad influence. And I'm like 100%. But then when I have the other one who looks nice and sweet and innocent, Branden, and then
it
it's
works
like,
for me, and I use it to my
yes,
advantage.
exactly. But it like, I think it's like a stronger like impulse to be like, I better do what she says because she's so nice. With me, it's like, I better do what she says because she might hex me or something.
My dummy mommy.
Yeah. Anyway. Mm.
So, first of all, werewolves. Is there nodding involved?
No, but only
Not yet.
because when I started writing those books, Omega nodding stuff wasn't really a
That
thing.
wasn't a thing. Yeah.
I wrote the first one of those books in like 2011. So I mean, it was just starting to be a thing,
I
but
was
it
gonna
wasn't
say
like
barely.
a thing.
Mhm.
Like hadn't even really
Right.
scratched the surface yet.
Yeah.
I think if I was writing those books now, they might be, because this is something I actually am really laughing about. So for years and years and years, I was like, I don't read Omegaverse. I'm just not into it. I don't really vibe with it, whatever. And so for like the last 6 months, I have only read Omegaverse stuff. And I was like, of course I would write nodding now if I was writing werewolves. What? Like, I was writing a love letter to Omegaverse before Omegaverse was a thing that was cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I don't even think I call him an alpha, but he is an alpha, right? Like he
Mhm.
does all the alpha things. That's just who he is. But I was already exploring those things before I had a name to put to it.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at you, trendsetter.
I guess I'm actually either too far in front of the trend or too far behind the trend usually.
Feel that.
Yeah. You know, it is kind of funny because I remember when the first few like bigger books that had nodding came out and everyone was like, what is happening? What is this? Oh my God, what's going on? And now if you read something and there isn't nodding, you're like, what's happening? Where,
Yeah.
where is
Why are they
that?
doing that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I have not nodded in those books. Some of the other books that I'm in the middle of writing right now that are going to be released kind of later this year do have nodding stuff in it. Like I have a merman who does nodding things. That one's coming out in October.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Say less.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
That
I'm
one
here.
is like the kinkiest thing I've ever written, which
love
if
it.
you've read that first book, you understand
Yeah.
what I mean when I say
Yeah.
it's super kinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was like, girl, don't mess around here. So tell us some monster recs.
Sure. So the one I always give to people who are like, I've never read Monster, where should I start? Help. I always give Morning Glory Milk Farm as my first
Oh,
rec,
yeah.
which
I've
is
not read
C.M. Nacosta. Oh, it's amazing. It is not only a beautiful romance, very dirty,
It
but it's
is.
also a takedown of capitalism
Uh-huh.
and big pharma and all of these things.
But like, are we milking or are we milking?
It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about minotaurs and it's a milk
Yes.
farm.
Yes.
Got
That's
it. Okay,
exactly
okay,
what you
okay.
think it is.
I was told about this book by another author too that was like, you got to read this book.
Yeah, it's
and
so
it
good.
I
sounds
never heard of
amazing.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
never
So that's where I always send people who are like, I've never read a monster romance. What should I read? That's the first one. Because while there are lots of sex scenes, it's very like normal. Now, if you want to go all the way to the other end, to the dark, kinky, weird shit.
Which we do. That's where we
Um,
live.
There is a book called Nepenthe, which is by Octavia Hyde. And this is all like tentacle stuff.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So I swore for years, I was like, no spider monsters, no tentacles. But I'm all the way in on tentacles now. I still haven't touched spider monsters, but that's a phobia of mine. So
That's
whatever.
fair.
So Nepenthe is really very dark and very tentacly. And then if you like really, really dark, and I'm saying, please go read the content warnings is extremely, extremely dark. Vicious Devotion by Aveda Weiss is the start of, I think it's a 2-book series called Wed in the Wild,
Ooh.
which is very dark, very kinky, very monster. Like the characters are partially shifted were creatures, so they always have like fur and teeth and claws and things. Very good though. So those are kind of like my 2 sides of the spectrum recommendation. And right down the middle, I love Abigail Kelly, who has a series called the New Protector series, which is all monsters, and the biggest, scariest monsters are actually the elves, which I love. So like, the elves have teeth and claws and are murderers, and that just for me, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Why does that make me think of like garden gnomes though? I don't know what it is, but for some reason they make me think of those garden gnomes where people, I know some people are terrified and have phobias of them, and
they do.
For whatever reason, when I hear stuff about elves, I'm like, those little motherfuckers in the garden.
No, you just got to think of Orlando Bloom, like Legolas.
Okay, but he was hot.
Yeah. Legolas is
Well, yeah.
Legolas is also the best character in that
These are like
series.
the little chubby, like,
but elves
gnomes
are
like
Legolas. Elves are Orlando Bloom. And like
okay.
I renamed all of the Lord of the Rings movies for Legolas. It was like Legolas and his awesomeness, the return of Legolas and his awesomeness, and then it was the gymongitude of Legolas's awesomeness.
What is it about Orlando Bloom though? Because it's like that
He
in
was
all
perfect.
of his movies.
Well, yeah, he is.
All of his movies,
he's Faye.
though,
That's
like,
what it is.
But like even
Yeah,
in
he's part Faye, for sure.
go into like Pirates of the Caribbean or Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Even those, like, just what is it about him? And it's not the accent, but there's something about the way he carries himself where I'm like, oh good God.
Because he's
I think my
Faye.
clothes
has a lot of
literally
charisma.
fall off.
He does.
Yeah. He does. And I'm just here for it.
Like
yeah.
I like that the elves are evil. I like that.
Yeah. They basically took over the world. I think they're aliens, and they came and took over the earth, basically.
Ooh, cool.
Because they were so like feral and aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here
It's
for
a
that.
cool twist on the modern world, basically.
Okay. So we're very much off the rails. Should we go into our dirty questions now?
Always.
Wait,
were we already doing that?
I know. We were kind of already there. That's why I was like, maybe we should just continue.
Make it official. Yeah.
Ooh, I do want to ask this. This isn't really dirty, but I'm curious because of how we talked about some other things.
Wait, how many glasses have we all had? I am on my third.
Oh, well,
Let's start my third.
These glasses are very small. So I've had a lot of
I'm
them.
so sorry.
Yeah. Well, but I've got that much left.
Okay.
I'm
Coral.
just about done with one, but mine was rum, so
yeah, that's more.
We can pause if you need to go get another glass.
Would you
I
like
will
to
have to
refill?
refill eventually, whenever there's a good spot for it.
Oh, there's a good spot now.
Yeah, we could do it now.
Want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I will be right back.
Coral, I do have another real question for you that I always forget to ask people. Are there any events like signings or anything that you're going to be at?
Most of my things are next year, but I do have a page on my website that talks about all the events I'm doing.
And let's do some like more fun questions. Like I did want to know this from our previous discussions of gargoyles and Orlando Bloom as Legolas and everything else. Who is your first celebrity crush?
Oh boy. Oh, that's tough. All right. So my first celebrity crush. That is so hard. Like, I'm ancient. So my first celebrity crush
We're
would have
old
been
too.
in high school, and now we're back in the 90s. So, honestly, it's going to sound really cliche for an 80s and 90s girl, but probably Robert Smith from The Cure.
Oh my God.
Because I was a goth girl in high school.
You get this, okay? My senior year prom date was my best friend, and I did his hair like Robert Smith and put the smudgy eyeliner on him. And that was in 1999. So
I have a weakness for men with eyeliner to this day.
Right.
Me too.
Yes.
It's all Robert Smith's fault. Yeah, but yeah, that was me in high school. I was like, I'm going to do your hair and your makeup for prom. And he was like, okay. So I get it. I totally get it. Robert Smith's the best.
Who is yours, Kelly?
Mine, everybody knows what mine is.
I know, but you might as well.
It's David Bowie.
Shocker.
Also one of mine, yeah.
And it was like, I saw Labyrinth when I was like 4. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need to know everything about this person. I love him. So yeah, that's mine. Branden.
We've actually never talked about mine.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Don't judge me. So
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson during his bad era and his dangerous era was just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't say a man is beautiful very often, but my God, he
Mm-hmm.
fucking gorgeous. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I would lick the inside of your teeth. Like, just let me, just let me do things to your mouth. Like, oh, that
Really
sounds so.
interesting that we all picked musicians. I think that's
Yeah.
funny.
That is
Yeah.
interesting.
I think I was like 5 or 6. I'm like, why am I so, what is this I'm feeling right
Mhm.
now? I'm feeling something and I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but Jesus Christ, I can't stop watching.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's, I mean, Bowie was like that too. Robert Smith is like
Yeah.
that. Prince was like
Mhm.
that. I love Prince.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Prince is definitely on my list
Yeah.
too.
I had, I
Prince
was,
was a kinky fucker.
oh yeah. Yeah. I have,
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of things about Prince too.
Although I have recently been angry about all the slut shaming in Little Red Corvette. Like, I
Yeah.
listened to that song
Oh,
recently and I was
well,
like, did we have to?
people don't know that that's a euphemism. And I always tell them, I'm like, do you know what Little Red Corvette is?
Yeah.
Hello. I'm like, listen to those words again. Listen.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
am constantly embarrassed retroactively that I
Yes.
sang all those things in front of my parents. And they
know.
didn't say
Well,
anything at the time.
But they,
And I was
I
just
really
think
like,
they
know.
like didn't like know
Maybe they
because
didn't.
like they
Yeah.
were like, yeah, that's fine. Like sing that song. It's a pop song, you know?
Yeah, it's a pop song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely sang this out loud repeatedly.
Yeah. There was also this time I was probably 8 and it was the Grammys or maybe I was watching MTV. I don't know. It was Guns N' Roses. And I was like, oh,
Mm,
Axl Rose, Axl in the 80s and early 90s was
mhm.
super hot, right? And I was just like, oh, I love him. And my mom was like, he dances on stage in his underwear. I was, I think, 8 or 9. And I said, I know.
That's fine, Mom. What?
That's why I like him. And I think right about there is when she was like, I'm going to have some trouble with this one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went directly from The Cure to glam rock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I got a decent amount of sleep and I'm still so tired. Like, why being old?
Yeah,
Anyway.
and not even that. Like, why does that happen to women and not men? Which I
Yes.
think is bullshit. Why do guys? Okay,
There's so many things that happen to women and not men, and it's
why do
bullshit.
guys get to have it so fucking easy during life? Number one, they don't have periods. They don't have cramps. They have any of that bullshit. So they just get to skate through life. Yeah, they get like spontaneous hard-ons. Oh my God. Versus like bleeding through your
Terrible.
fucking pants in the middle of class
Yeah.
or some shit and being so like just overcome with cramps where you're like, I can't even
You can't
stand
like
up straight.
function. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then these motherfuckers get to keep their whole bodies while we're pregnant and getting stretched out, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna snap back,"
And
you're
then
just
they're like, why haven't you snapped back?
"Stabby, stabby, stabby," and then perimenopause and menopause. Again, these motherfuckers
They just
don't
hang
go
out. They don't have that crazy weight gain and shit for no
No,
reason.
or
No.
they don't get the fucking hot flashes. They don't get the cravings. They don't get any of this bullshit.
Right.
But then you have men that are like, oh, they age like fine wine. So they get cast as these lead male roles. Meanwhile, they get cast with these little fucking 20-year-old
the
Twinkies that
20-year-olds, yeah.
haven't done shit. And you're just sitting here like, how the fuck am I supposed to compete with
Oh.
this bullshit? He's allowed to have gray and everything silver fox. And it's like, for us, it's just like, oh, she's
You
past her
have
prime.
one gray hair.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Put her out to
motherfucker. Like,
pasture. Yeah. Poor Coral. We're sitting here ranting.
know,
He's
I'm
like,
No,
oh
I
my
was just
God.
gonna say something that I never knew was gonna bother me, but really bothers me now is that movie thing where they cast like the 60-year-old guy and like the
Yes.
20-year-old girl, and I'm just like, really? Like,
Yeah.
we have other
Mhm.
actresses that are an
Yeah.
age
Amazing.
appropriate for this
That are
actor,
amazing and
still
gorgeous and
beautiful.
just
Yeah.
fucking
and they're still
God.
beautiful. And you're just like, really? This is an appropriate relationship? Who thinks that?
Mhm.
like, I'm sorry, if you are old enough to be my dad, but you're dating someone young enough to be my daughter, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
just
Not okay.
Yeah, that one lately, I'm just like, is no one gonna say anything? That
Yeah.
he's old enough to be my dad and she is young enough to be my daughter?
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna comment?
Yeah. And especially the movies don't present it as that type of thing.
Right. Never say anything. Like
It's
it's
not
totally
like
normal.
what do they call it?
Because it's all about the male gaze.
A summer-winter relationship or something like that. They call it.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
winter, summer. Yeah.
Or they don't present it as an age gap.
Right.
They're just like,
Yeah.
this is completely normal. This is who would be his logical love interest.
And this
Yeah.
is what she should look like. And I'm just
Yeah.
sitting here like, two
And then
fingers,
meanwhile,
motherfuckers.
if there are women in Hollywood who just like naturally age, like Carrie Fisher still looked fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
when the new Star Wars came out, the first one, people were like, what happened to Carrie Fisher? And she was
Right.
like, bitch, I aged.
It
had
was
kids,
40
I mean.
years ago.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
her. I love her so much. But
You too.
okay, let's ask Coral some more of these questions.
Okay. Let's go.
So I have one just regular question. So what is, if you remember, the craziest or most ridiculous thing that you've ever done after like having too much wine or booze or other substances?
Oh,
If nobody ever saw this episode
boy.
and you
No one
couldn't
ever-
be
and I couldn't be held legally No.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I mean, so there was this period in like the mid 90s where one of my friends had a boyfriend whose family was in construction. So we would go and have parties at under construction
Oh,
houses.
cool.
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
yeah, so a lot of mine are like, we broke into this house that wasn't ours and got smashed or got completely high or did acid or whatever and just stayed there for hours and then left.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And this was over months where this happened. So yeah, that's probably mine where
Wow.
now I'm like, whoo, we really did that. And I mean, we didn't trash the place or anything,
Mhm.
but we were definitely in a place we should not have been at all. But it was a place where we could be safe
Yeah.
and drink and whatever.
Yeah.
So we were actually being really, really smart at the time because we weren't driving around or
Right.
whatever.
See,
But
parents
at the
don't give us
time,
credit for that
That's
shit.
super awesome.
exactly.
And that like
Yeah.
could you imagine though if like you probably, I'm sure you didn't do any of this, but if the homeowners came to look at the house, the progress one day,
like
and
there were
then-
definitely cigarette butts and stuff. Like for sure, they're like, who is smoking?
That was the
here?"
construction crew.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
I
yeah.
had so again, grew up in a small town, and there was an annual like carnival that happened the first week of June every year. And it was like the beer tent was the biggest attraction, so that's where all of our parents were, you know. And so we were all just running amok like around the fairgrounds and everything. And my friend and I made friends with carnies who were
So
like
that you could
running
get beer?
rides. Yeah. But then after they were done, we're like, let's wander around. And they're like, what's there to do here? And we were like, nothing, because it's a small town. So me and my friend and these two carnies who we picked up on the thoroughfare,
Oh, I know where this is going.
we're like, let's break into the abandoned elevator factory. What?
I did not see it going there.
Yeah. So we did that and then hung out. And I was like, I'm sure there's like junky stashes.
Wait,
places
let me
and
go.
stuff.
An abandoned
Elevator
elevator
factory.
factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it was like, thinking about it now, I'm like, oh my God.
You're
The-
lucky you weren't murdered and ended up
I
on
kn-
like
I
Let's
know.
fall down an
line.
elevator shaft.
I know.
Right.
Like we're just like, no, do, like no big deal. Okay, so Coral, you write all
Mhm.
kinds of super fun, intricate, sexy time scenes.
Mhm.
What is the most advanced position that you have accomplished and or tried
Oh.
and hilariously failed?
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, so this is kind of a cheater question for me because I am, funnily enough, very, very flexible. And it's funny because everybody comments it. Like when I've gone to like physical therapy and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're trying to stretch out my legs and whatever, they're like, you're weirdly flexible. Are you a
Mhm.
dancer? And I was like, no, look at me. Do I look like a
Completely.
dancer? No. So who knows what's going on there? But and my legs, at least, are very, very flexible. So yeah, I've done a lot of weird leg things that are like people are always like, that's not possible. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, actually it
It
is.
is.
My legs bend that way. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm super flexible too. And like I find that it's things that are normal to you because you're like, it's no big deal. And people are
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
what's
never
happening?
noticed that it was weird.
Yeah.
And people are like, this is impossible. And I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it is though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the good stuff. And it is kind of fun though when you're just like, oh, let me just like and then your partner is like, what just happened?
What did you just
One of
why
my
are you doing
favorites with that though is like doing scorpion, like
Oh
where
yeah.
for those that don't know, your leg comes up behind you and you can
Mhm.
grab it and like touch
Yeah.
the back of your
And
head
you like
or other. Yeah. Like
mhm.
for those of us that have done cheerleading or dance, like we know
Or
that.
they
But
call it
it's
scales sometimes too.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But that's so you're this way, whereas not that you can make anything out of my hands. Here's my head, here's my ass, and here's my leg.
So you're grabbing
Scorpion
your
comes up
leg
like
from
this,
behind.
Yeah.
and you can like bend it over,
Mhm.
and that's my favorite. And most people either number one don't expect that, and so never want it. Like it's never something that's like pursued. And I'm like, I would really like to do this, and they don't understand what I'm saying. They don't really know what to do with you when you can do stuff like
Yeah.
that. They're like, how am I supposed to move? I
Or
don't
like, does this hurt? And you're like, no, not
No.
really.
No, that's why I want you
Right.
to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Make it hurt, please.
Yeah.
thank you. Yes.
Pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. I need to get louder for the people in the back because I don't know
Yeah.
that they heard you.
Make it. Wait, here, I'm going to do it in my Midnight Kelly voice. So I'm going to laugh.
As she giggles.
Okay. Shut up, Brandon. Okay.
I can't.
Okay. All right. I can't look at you. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, don't look.
Okay. All right.
This is the best day ever.
Okay. Make it hurt, please. You're a good girl, Brandon.
Okay, now my day was just fulfilled. Okay. I didn't know I had a praise kink until recently, and now the whole good girl thing is like a real thing, and I'm like, oh, good God.
And I do it to her every episode. That's what
She
said.
does.
Yeah.
But I also
Okay.
have a degradation thing, but it
Yeah.
has to be like the right
It has to be
kind.
right.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, you
Mhm.
can't just willy-nilly degradation.
Meh. Okay, Brandon, you had never have I ever questions?
Oh, I do have a bunch of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no idea what this list is going to be like.
It's
so
gonna be
this
great.
is
It's gonna be great.
terrifying.
It's not bad.
And are we doing like the drink if we have
If you have.
not ever?
If
Or if you have.
have.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
I think that's more
Well,
drink if you
fuck
have.
me. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I always get in trouble with these because it's like drink if
All
you
right.
have.
I'm finishing the bottle now.
I know. My bottle.
I'm just going to say I
my
have had
bottle is
2
empty.
ounces of rum in each of these.
Ooh. Oh
And
wait.
so it's like
I
up
need
to
to-
here with rum.
Nice.
We approve.
And then juice.
That's the way to do it.
Okay. Never have I ever pretended to be bad at something to get someone to quote unquote teach me.
I feel like that is a distinctly woman thing that
What
most
did-
men
wait.
do not know about that we do so
Yeah.
much. I mean, it was pool for me. It's always pool, right?
Okay. I was gonna say, what did we pretend to be bad at? I'm curious.
I've-
Pool,
Oh, I
okay.
have told so many men I was bad at pool.
I've done the
Just to
pool
be
thing.
like,
Okay,
Could you show me how to do it?
I am
Oh.
like not great at pool, but I know the fundamentals. But I'm always like,
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm doing. Mm.
Exactly. Could you lean over me?
What'd you do, Brandon? A
Your
lot
guys'
of
is
things.
a lot more
Oh,
innocent than
no.
mine.
I've pretended to not be able to do sexual things. Is that what you're thinking of? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't know anything about this. Let me just.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Again, I look a lot more innocent than I am.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Never have I ever flirted with someone I knew was already taken.
Are these serious questions?
Yeah.
Like, what? Especially again when you were like a stupid teenager and you're like,
Yeah.
relationships don't mean anything.
I'm so bad at these drinking games because I always drink in between.
Well,
I'm trying not to now because I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be drinking this whole time.
yeah. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Never have I ever kissed someone just to make someone else jealous.
Jeez.
I love you guys. Okay. Never have I ever had a crush on a friend and acted on it.
Acted on it. Crush on a friend. I gotta think.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
I definitely have.
I'm trying to think. I mean,
The never talking to you again thing is what happened with my friend when I acted on it.
no.
And like,
No.
so this was like years later. So I had been into this guy forever, but I was really self-conscious or whatever, and I hadn't ever pushed it. And he was weird and passive aggressive about stuff too. So neither one of us had ever acted on it. And then
Yeah.
years later, I came back. And I was like, okay, we're going to go out to this bar. And we were over 21 at this point. And we were going to, have fun and whatever. And we did that. And we went back to his place and things happened and whatever. And I was like, this is the dream. This is what I always wanted. And every time I ever called him after that, there was nothing. It was just crickets. And I was just like,
Oh.
okay, fine.
Womp
And I
womp.
mean, now I'm like,
Right. You're just like, what the fuck
his
ever?
fault.
Yes.
His
But he
problem.
sucks.
Exactly.
He sucks.
Yeah, he
fucking
did. He
sucks.
sucked. And I mean, honestly, I can't even remember the experience. So maybe he really did suck. I don't even know. And like, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better off.
But yeah,
Exactly.
he every time I called him after, he was just, and we had been friends for like
Ugh.
5 or 6 years at this
That's
point, like
shitty.
forever.
That is so
It was
shitty.
shitty because I didn't even really want to push him into a relationship at the time. I just wanted to keep hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was just like, obviously this is weird now. And I was just like, fine.
That's a point where that's an example of where women are more mature than dudes because
Yeah, like I
You
didn't
know?
Yeah.
care.
you're like, whatever. I had that too. Like, there was a guy in college that, it was like a whole group of friends. And there was like 6 or 7 dudes and then kind of me. It was weird. So I lived with 5 of them for 2 years. But this was one of the other guys. And we hooked up once. And then he started acting weird. And I said to my roommates, I was like, hey, if he just wants to be friends and it's like a one and done, like, cool. I
Yeah.
just need to know.
Just tell me.
Like, don't be weird about it. If you want to try
Mhm.
dating, okay. If you're
Right.
just going to hook up once, fine. And then he got so butthurt that I was okay with just being friends because I wasn't pining after him, that he was just like, now I can't even talk to you ever again.
I think all women have had this experience
Yes.
where you're just like, I don't even care, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we're fine. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
tell me what's up. Like, which way do you want this to go?
Right. I'm fine either way. Just be
Yeah.
clear about it.
Hmm. And the fact that
Yeah.
we were like, I'm fine either way. I'm not going to be brokenhearted. Then they're just like, I
Right.
can't.
Yeah, I
My
can't deal
ego's
with this.
hurt.
If you're not after me, I can't do
Mhm.
it. And I'm just
Right.
like,
No.
Yeah.
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 All right. Next.
Okay. Never have I
Oh.
ever secretly enjoyed a forbidden encounter in a public place.
Public place. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I don't think I'm this one.
Mm.
I don't think so.
Need to add that to your bucket list.
Yeah.
I guess.
Which public place for you, Brandon?
Actually, I'm wrong.
Yay.
Actually, I'm wrong. I just-
Okay. What
we'll take
public
another
place?
drink for that one.
Brandon doesn't
Mm.
want to tell her public place.
This was another one of those weird construction sites. There was a guy that I was clearly not dating, but I was really into him. This was actually a different guy than the other guy. Apparently, I
Yeah.
had issues with telling guys that I was into them or something. Yeah, especially when you were a teenager. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like we're set up to not tell guys when we're into
Right,
them
to
because
not
it seems
approach
like
them
you're
and- yeah.
slutty or whatever. So anyway, there had been this guy that I had liked for quite a while. I don't think it was years at this point, but it was like months or something. And yeah, it wasn't a construction site, but I think it was an abandoned site. Like it was near the mall where everybody hung out in the 80s and the 90s. And it was across the street from a mall, but it was a closed building,
Mhm.
which was, I'm sure, super dangerous. And kind of like your elevator.
Yes, the elevator
factory
factory.
story. Like, it was probably just a terrible place to actually have a hookup. But yeah, so me and this guy hooked up. So I mean, it wasn't a public place, but it was a place anybody could have walked into
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time. Sure.
Brandon,
What
about you,
Kelly?
why don't you want to share your place? I asked you first.
Yeah, Brandon.
Because this could get me banned from this place, and I don't want to be banned from this place. I want to go
can
back
you
and
can you
visit.
describe what type of place it is without saying the
Sure,
name
without
of it?
giving like a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a restaurant
Oh,
or
Yeah.
no.
hotel
No.
A
or
school.
No.
yeah, like a
Okay,
general
when I
name.
was no, not as an adult. No.
Yeah, I definitely had a make out with somebody in the shadowy corners of the school dance.
Oh yeah.
And then but we were so into each other that we did not notice for a while that everyone else had noticed, and the entire dance floor stopped and was clapping for us.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no! Oh
Oh yeah.
Slow clap.
Yeah. It was
no!
great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Anyway, my drink is gone. I need a new drink is what I need. Do you remember the movie Fear where he gets her off on the roller
Oh
coaster?
my god.
Yeah.
That's another whole reason why the dark romance thing, where I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I need to get a beverage. But I do remember seeing that in the theater with my friend. So she had said at the time, we were like 15, and she's like, why did they kill him? He was hot. And I was like, what are you talking about, girl? But now I'm like,
He was hot back that girl.
oh, he was. He was hot, but I was like, he was fucking psycho, and that was when I was
Which
like,
made him hotter.
Yes.
right. And at the time, I
Pete
was like,
Ulrich and
healthy
Scream, hello.
relationships. Do. Oh, except Scream. Yeah, I was totally
He was
like,
hot.
Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but with
I mean,
Fear,
it's back to that whole wounded,
yeah,
traumatized
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
because Billy
Like,
had a bunch of shit. Stu was just whatever.
Yeah,
He was in love with
Mhm.
Billy. That's what it was.
probably.
It was. There's
I
a
have
whole.
never shipped that until this very moment, and
It's
now
no.
I am absolutely on board.
When
Yes.
you watch the movie, yeah.
Rewatch it with that in mind, and it's
Yeah.
so obvious. There's whole websites dedicated to it. But
I
Stu,
bet there are.
yes, Stu was totally in love with Billy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm.
All right, I need to get a beverage.
Yeah, there's a whole dark romance thing that I feel like we don't talk about enough. And I really started thinking about this about a year ago, where somebody was asking the question, and it was, it's always in relation to feminism, right? Like, why do you like all that weird shit that isn't very feminist and,
Right.
and whatever? And I feel like as women, we always have to clarify, I don't want that in my life, like my actual life,
Right.
but the fantasy is appealing.
Yes.
There's an
Right,
element
like the-
behind it, like psychologically, that just
Yes.
Because you like that. You can have the danger, but then again, like you can stop it or step away from it or whatever.
right.
Whenever you want
need
to. Right. It's
Yeah.
all about consent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I am consenting to this now,
Mhm.
but in real life, there would be a line there that I
Right.
wouldn't
Right.
cross.
Right.
Right.
Like if you decapitate my dog, guess what? End game right there. Like
Yeah.
We're
you're not
done.
watching me anymore. But in Scream,
Right.
I was still like, oh god, I'd probably still hop
I
on that.
think
But in real life, fuck no.
I think that was the thing in Fear when she was like, but he's hot. And I was like, did you see what he did to her dog?
Yeah, that did
I
ruin
was
it
like,
for me.
I don't like him anymore. Before that, like the tattoo, the Nicole
Everything else was good.
forever. Yeah. On his washboard abs.
Like
Yeah,
you could draw some fucked up shit. I wouldn't fucking care. I'd still be like, let me just wrap my mouth around that and like bite right there and do this stuff. We're fine. I don't care if I'm looking at a completely botched picture of myself. I don't care. But let me just.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about like the guy who is unhinged, but
Yeah.
for her,
Right.
he'll change
Yes.
whatever.
And
He's
he's
sweet
still,
I
and
think
like
speaks
caring and
to us
loving
at a
to
primal
her.
level.
and he's
Yeah.
still
Yes.
bonkers towards everyone else. But for you, it's
And all the other
acceptable.
bitches that try to hit on him and be like, bitch, no, no, not interested in
Mhm.
you, just her. Like, oh my god, he has wings.
Yeah, I'm writing a satyr story right now that's a lot like
Ooh.
that. Yeah.
No. I have a high noon because that was easy to grab.
I knew
Oh.
that's what you were gonna go get.
Peach.
I don't know how.
Because I always have a million of them in my fridge.
That's true. Okay. Never have I ever said I love you just to hook up with someone.
I haven't said I love you to
Me
do
neither.
that. That's too serious.
But guys do
Yeah,
it all
Oh,
the
look at
time.
Coral over
So-
there. She's like, maybe.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I tend to, it hasn't happened often, but I will decide that somebody's for me and be like, I'm in love with you relatively quick.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair.
I feel like I can discern between, oh, I just want to mess around and have fun, or this is somebody I'm really into, you know?
Right.
But I've
Right.
never said it like, I always take that seriously, that word.
Yeah.
Mm.
Same.
Yeah, I think so. Me too.
Mhm.
And I think when you're dealing with guys, especially, they don't expect that,
Yeah.
or they don't want that level of
Yeah.
thing necessarily.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Because then there's like a level of responsibility and other
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Guys, stop sucking. Just PSA. Stop sucking. Please and thank you.
Let's just
Well, I mean,
normalize
but
loving
some
each other,
sucking is
like even
okay.
platonically.
Yes.
What'd you say about sucking? I mean,
I said,
honestly, yes.
you said stop sucking, and I said some sucking is okay.
Stop sucking in a really stupid way. If you're going to
Yeah.
do it right. But
Yeah.
don't do it in a stupid way where you're
Yeah,
just being
right.
dick-faced bandits. Like,
Right.
stop that shit. Stop.
But also, what
stop.
Coral said
Yeah.
was amazing, like normalizing
Yeah.
loving each other in
Yeah.
all capacities, platonic or
Yeah.
otherwise. That's
stop being
Yeah,
dumb.
one of my friends a few years ago was like, I'm just going to tell you I love you because I love you.
Mhm.
And I was like, I love you too. And we were just like, why don't we say this to each other?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do love you. You're a great person.
Yeah. I've tried to do that like more often, like Brandon and I.
We say it all the
love
time.
We tell each other
I'm
we
like, I
love
love
each
you.
other all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have another one of my really close girlfriends that I'm usually like, I always try to make sure I'm like, I love you, you know, because
Yeah.
it is, especially I think women relationships, because societally, that's not a word.
Mhm.
In society, you know,
Sure
we're
it is.
supposed to be, sure, we're taught or expected to see each other as competition.
Yeah.
And
Women are always competition.
mhm,
Yeah.
instead of we should be each other's biggest support system. So,
So sociologically, it's interesting how guys can hate each other, but they're still going to pick each other to be on their team if they know they're going to win.
mhm.
Women, we're all on the same level. So if you don't like someone, even if you know you would win a game having her on your team, if you don't like her, doesn't fucking matter. You will lose just
Mm.
to not have. So it's
Yep.
very interesting when you
It's
look
like
at society.
what does that say? Like cutting your nose to spite your face or something?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same thing. Same
Yeah.
thing. And it's just like we are taught to always be threatened by other females. And it's just like,
Yeah.
why?
Mhm. Let's do some more Never Have I Evers.
Okay.
As I drink before you even say the question. It's fine.
Yeah, you're
It's
fine. Let me find a good one. Never have I ever made someone's fantasy come true. Well, that's a given. Okay.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still
supposed to drink, huh?
drinking.
Wait, am I supposed to drink or not? No, I'm not supposed to
You
drink.
drink if you have.
Right? Oh, well, fuck.
You've done it. Brandon, you make my fantasies come true every
Stop
day.
it. These are all kind of basic. Hold on.
You're kind of basic. That's
you.
a lie. It's not true.
Rude.
I know, my feelings are hurt, Kelly. Never have I ever Googled how to dirty talk someone.
Oh, dirty talk?
I don't think I've ever
think so.
Googled that.
Yeah, I don't either.
If I need inspiration or help or whatever, I just go to my books.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never have I ever stalked someone on social media.
Oh my God.
I've done it for you.
I'm very good at stalking people. Like, I need to learn all the things.
Not
about
anyone I was
them.
interested in or anything, but like just people I was curious about.
Never have I ever used someone's toothbrush to clean a toilet.
Ew.
No.
Oh, Brandon.
No. Oh.
As like a vindictive whatever.
My ex-husband, let me just tell you a story real
Oh
quick.
yeah, he sucks. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It takes me a lot to push me over the edge. Like, I am one of the most patient, understanding, blah, 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 blah person ever. So when you really push me over the edge, I am either going to fuck with your toothbrush or I'm going to get real fucking stabby. And so I chose to fuck with the toothbrush and like around, not just in the toilet, but like around the rim where it's like, and I left it. And he never fucking knew. Like, this man wasn't great about his oral hygiene anyways. But like, how do you not taste that?
How
Like-
do you not? Yeah.
And it wasn't just one time. And he didn't switch his toothbrush out that regularly. So it was multiple times. How do you not know?
I feel like that's on him.
Yeah.
That wasn't him even.
Never have I ever cooked in the nude. I have, but it scares me now because I'm like,
scary.
I'm gonna like burn a nipple off.
Mm-hmm.
Ever
Yeah,
since
it's always like the oil.
Yeah.
Ever since the Channing Tatum thing where he like burned his dick, and I'm like,
I
really want to do that.
does it count if you have like an apron on?
No, you've got to be like completely like bare to the elements and the oil and all that shit.
That's scary. I gotta wear an apron.
It is really scary. And I have like really short arms too and like big boobs and it's
So you're like,
I got a little off.
yeah, I'm a T-Rex for
T-Rex.
sure, like 100% a T-Rex. My husband makes fun of me all the time.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I can't reach that. I just can't. And he's like, why?
Are we talking
yeah,
about
like,
his
because I'm
penis?
a
I'm sorry.
T-Rex.
Wait, wait, wait.
T-Rex.
Are we talking
No.
about his penis? Because that'd be
We're
even
talking about
funnier.
like reaching things on shelves.
I can't reach his penis.
I'm just asking because like that would be fucking hilarious if he's like, you have T-Rex arms, and I'd be like, bitch,
You're like, I'm sorry, can't do a handy. I have
I just
T-Rex
can't today.
arms.
I would do that kind of shit. If I'm pissed off at you, I'd be like, I just
Mhm.
can't reach it.
T-Rex. Sorry.
I have short little arms. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry.
Oh my God, this is the best episode ever.
It is. It's amazing.
So recently, there are some good girls in this book club that were talking about this guy from Australia that has like a 5-pound cock. I don't understand it, but somehow, and I'm like, how does he find pants? And not only that, like once it's up, it would be like impaling yourself on, you know,
Yeah.
those things in parking lots that stop you from like hitting a building?
Yeah.
The big cement.
Pylons? Pylons.
So something I
yeah.
literally just found out as a
Ooh.
50-year-old woman now that I
You are
never
not
fucking
50.
knew.
You are
Yeah.
not 50.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
You don't look
50 last
50.
year.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, something I just found out about my own body and all of our bodies is that as you become more aroused, there's more space there.
You
But
expand
like
more.
that's like
well, that,
3 of
yeah,
these.
but I mean,
I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, it is a documented thing that as you become more aroused, there is more room there.
that would explain how, like, you know, you can accommodate like multiple dicks at once.
I don't think
Yeah.
I could.
I don't know
think
if I could either, but it's possible for other
It is
people.
a thing that has
It is
happened.
a thing that has happened. Yes.
But like, I think some people are genetically more predisposed
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
handle things this size. I couldn't do this. There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all our bodies are different and we
Mhm.
have
Like,
like
where's it gonna
different
go?
size things. But yeah, in general, I think the thing that I always think about is that
Like,
you can deliver a child, and a child's head is that big.
a child's
like-
head is
like,
that
it'd be
big.
like that. I don't know.
Right.
But even sex toys, I feel like, okay, not to be TMI. There's
Some of them are ridiculous.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
look
have you
at
been to
some
Bad
of-
Dragon and seen like
The bad
What is that?
dragon? No.
What is that?
Bad Dragon? Oh, go Google.
Is this like a sex toy website?
Yeah, it's literally a sex toy shop. And there's a few
Ooh.
of them now. Like
The
I'm going
Bad
right
Dragon
now.
does like the monster dicks, basically.
mhm.
So all different shapes and sizes and
Tentacles
I'm
nodules
literally
and-
going.
Yeah, tentacles and all manner of things. But some of them are literally like this big. Like they talk about Coke can. And I'm just like, maybe not.
No.
But at the same time, like,
The bad dragon. Bad dragon fantasy
Holy
toys.
fuck.
How about
Yeah.
a werewolf? Interested in a dragon? Those are the like. Oh wait, they're
Prehistoric, they're all ones. And it has a T-Rex sticker next to
you're
it.
welcome.
Cretaceous comeback.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. Sometimes when I'm like, I need my monster to have a weird dick, I just go
You
look
go
at that
there
and
and
I'm like,
look.
There's a
Yeah.
dragon.
Oh my God.
Island
Things are possible.
Wrangler
They have a
bundle.
whole like. I just saw that too. Oh my God.
it's amazing.
Oh my God. There is
Yeah.
nothing. Holy shit.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, there's
God.
knots. There's like canine muzzles for your werewolf. Like if you wanted to like have a
Yeah.
dog mouth on your dick. I don't know.
What is that?
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm going to spend
Yeah,
like
it's
the next 3
crazy.
days just doing
Ooh,
that.
Yeah,
Reggie the
it's
Mothman. Mothman looks fucking crazy.
yeah, it's really
Wow.
cool.
Yes,
Shit.
but
There's a
I
few
look
of them
at
now, but that's the one that's the
Yes.
I'm
most famous.
intimidated. I'm not going to lie.
It is scary, especially when you look at the sizes. I'm
Yes.
like, holy fuck, what? Like they have extra large ones that are literally
Yeah.
like this.
Oh my God, there's a foot one.
A what? A foot?
There's a foot thing. Yeah.
on.
There's
David's paw.
Yes! That's what I'm looking
Duke's
at.
paw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's people into everything.
Oh,
I
for
am
sure.
scared shitless right now.
I mean, I'm not like whatever's your jam. Go
Where
for
would you
it.
put the rest of the toes?
You shove
Wherever
them all
you
in your
want.
vag.
They won't all fit, and some of those
Well,
have
yeah,
nails.
but you've heard of fisting. I mean, fisting is a thing that
Mhm.
happens.
And that won't fit in me either.
No, me neither. But you could totally get this whole paw in there.
The
If
fuck
you're
I could.
not you, if you are a fister
Okay.
person.
Okay, yes. But I'm looking at for me personally.
Well,
Ooh,
maybe you start
well,
with
here,
the smaller ones and you
look
can
at-
like work your way
Look
up.
at Chance, the unflared stallion.
Did I miss that one? Where's that? Hold
It's
on.
black and red. Of course, I went right to that one.
Hold on. I'm looking. Oh, I see that one. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's my favorite one to just look at and be like,
What do I want my
are the
dicks to look
mechanics?
like? Also, I love the names like Virgil, the drippy dragon.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
like a bunch of different dragon ones and a bunch of different like.
wow.
David's
yeah.
muzzle. Okay, I
monsters.
see that. I see
Candy
that.
the mermaid. Yeah. Oh, these are like pocket pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's both of them.
A
There's like insertable
sandworm.
ones and ones you can go into. I haven't seen
Oh.
the sandworm one.
There's rideables. They're double penetration. No, they're just
Ooh.
different sizes.
Oh,
Oh,
But
there's a
yeah,
unicorn.
but
There's a tentacle. There's a
so
dragon.
many of
Okay.
these. It's like I can't. That's too much for me.
I wish I could,
Yeah,
but I
the
can't.
rideables look fun.
Right?
Mystic the unicorn. Ooh. This is my new favorite website. Thank you, Coral.
Right. Thank you for introducing us.
You're
to this.
welcome. We have small ones.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
smaller
Prehistoric
ones.
pleasure bundle.
Your little giggle. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh my God, they have pool floaties. There's a dragon.
Wait, they have pool floaties. Where did you see that?
Pool float. I'm very far down. That's what she said.
But I'm all the way down. Where are the floaties?
It's merchandise. Show your bad dragon love.
Oh, that's way.
Pool float toys. How
What
to
are
drain your dragon.
Oh, there it is. Well, I have a
Wow.
pool. I need pool float toys.
Holy crap. I do not
You
have
might not need these.
these are
I
amazing.
definitely need these.
Wow. Everything on here is my favorite thing.
Honestly.
They have keychains. They have dildo keychains.
They have little tiny ones.
Yeah.
There's a whole world.
I'm like, that's what would fit
You're welcome.
inside
We
me.
need
Mothman
need this.
pin. Aw. Oh my God, there's patches.
This is the best interview I've ever done, by the way. Like, hands down. Like, just glorious.
We're very, very professional,
what we do.
obviously.
We get outside of like the generic questions that most people ask. We're like, we just want to know you on a really deep, weird ass level.
Listen, I still have a little bit of this. Do we have one more never have I ever question?
Oh, I can hold on. Yeah.
I don't have any more. but
That's
I don't have
okay.
any more
I'll drink
drinks.
I
'cause
just
I
have a
have this
tiny
yeah.
bit. This is my
It's
second.
empty.
Well, my bottle's empty. I got this.
I got you. Okay.
Okay.
Never have I ever lost a sexy bet with someone.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have. I don't know. I might have done it on purpose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, Kelly, this one's just for you. Never have I ever had a quickie.
Oh.
I know all these for her. Never have I ever read a whole dirty romance series. Okay.
What?
Everyone's like chugging.
What am I
Never-
doing here?
Never have I ever taken boudoir photos.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm just helping her chug it at this point.
Mhm. It's gone.
Uh,
It's gone.
Okay. Fine.
What? Ask the next one. What
Oh,
is
I
it?
have. Never have I ever farted while hooking up with someone.
I'm not drinking for that. I don't have any any booze left, but no.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay.
I'm
That
a
was all of 'em.
lady. I'm a lady.
Well, welcome to our chaos.
Yes.
We have fun.
Except-
It's nice here. I like
It
it.
is. We have fun. We are
You're so fun. Okay, we should probably try to wrap it up. This was seriously one of our best
Yeah.
interviews.
was
It was
fun.
so fun.
I'm glad. I had
Thank
a
you
lot
for
of
that.
fun.
Yay.
Yeah.
I would
was a
love
lot
to
of fun.
talk to you some more. And if we do happen to be at like
Absolutely.
events together, then
Oh
we'll
my gosh.
totally
Can you
have to
imagine
hang
the
out.
three of us together in one place? That'd
I
be
know.
fucking hilarious.
I
It'd
am
just be a mess.
probably going to start traveling next year for events. I haven't done it yet. I applied to a few. We'll see if I get in.
Coral, thank you so much.
This was great.
This was a blast. It
we
was
need to
amazing.
have you on again.
Thank you.
Yes, we
Yeah.
definitely need to have
I
you
had
on
a
again.
great time.
And thank you again
Yay.
for the books, like the physical
Mhm.
copy. Like, seriously.
That was really sweet.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like this episode really made me sound unhinged.
It's like everyone. It's fine. Who cares?
A little bit. More so than normal.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. We were a little bit extra spicy today, but that's
We
fine.
did have fun. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
can blame it on me.
Yeah.
It's all Coral's fault.
100%.
And that's why we're having her on some more. Yeah. So we'll talk to you sometime again, I'm sure. And we'll hang out at
Yeah.
an event and it'll be mass chaos and it'll be fabulous.
It'll be amazing.
Thank you. I will talk to you guys later.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Coral was fantastic.
Love her.
I love
Absolutely
her.
freaking love her.
Yes, she's amazing, and we definitely will have to have her on again. Everybody check out all of her books. Hers to Rule is what Brandon and I read, and it was great.
And it's on audio.
It is on audio, yeah.
Her series is
Yeah.
done.
Everybody check it out because it's great.
Yeah.
And super fun, especially if you're into the monsters
Which
and
we
the
are.
and the tail placements.
The tail was
know.
awesome.
I loved the tail, even when it was just like wrapped around her ankle. You know?
I know.
Yeah.
We need more of that in real life.
Yeah.
We just need that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody grow a fucking tail.
We've got all kinds of fun stuff coming up, so stick around. If you subscribe on Apple subscriptions or on Patreon, you can get the unedited episodes.
Believe me, it is worth it in that
You're
zone.
going to want it.
You're going to want it because this one was like 3.5 hours. Yeah.
And everything was just amazing and chaos and
And so much
insane.
fun.
So
And
fun.
hilarious.
Yep. Okay. Love you.
Love you, babe.
Bye.
Bye.